Yeah. What's happening, man? Look, man, I just wanna put y'all on something a little bit, man, about, you know, if you really care about your family members, you really care about your kids, your cousins, your friends, or whatever it is, like you say you do when you see them and stuff like that, you gotta make sure if you know they doing something that can jeopardize their freedom in their life, you need to talk to them right then and there. You need to tell them about themselves. You get what I'm saying? Because the more you don't tell them about themselves, the more you telling them you want them to go back, the more you telling them you want them to mess their life up. You don't care as much as you say you do. You get what I'm saying? You gotta cry to these kids while they get a chance to see your tears, because once they in their casket, they can't see nothing, they can't hear nothing. Once they behind that plexiglass in prison, they stuck back there, you get what I'm saying? And they gotta defend on their own. So y'all gotta talk to these kids, your family members, friends, whatever. If you say you love them, make sure you tell them about themselves. That's what real love will tell people about themselves. Hold up. Yeah, real love will tell people about themselves, no matter how they feel. Some gas real quick. But you definitely gotta tell these people about themselves. You gotta talk to your kids, who they hanging out with, the places they going, the things they doing. You get what I'm saying? And if you wanna have some change in their life, or wanna see change for them, you gotta let them know, man. You gotta change the people, places, and the things you're doing in order for you to get the best result out of your transformation in life. You get what I'm saying? So I done gave them people 16 years of my life in prison. You know what I mean? 3 the first time for shooting, 5 second time for drugs, selling drugs, cocaine, 8 the last time for guns. You know what I mean? I had to change my mindset. I had to recreate who I was in order for me to make it out here. You get what I'm saying? And I've been out here now going on 5 years. You get what I'm saying? So if I can do it, anybody can do it. I was born in the struggle, born hurt, broken, you know, ain't got nothing to live for, nobody cares, or none of that stuff that you're supposed to have as a kid. And I ran to the streets and embraced. I embraced the streets because, you know, they recognized me. You know what I'm saying? And that was an outlet for me to take out all my anger, frustration, you know, being young-minded and dumb and caught up in the wrong thing with the wrong people in the wrong places. You know what I'm saying? So I know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? So it's best for y'all to talk to these people right now. Y'all gotta talk to them now while they have a chance. Because if not, don't tell them, don't get to crying over the casket, saying, God, why you take my baby? Because God don't do stuff like that. God is pure love. God don't do evil. You know what I'm saying? God give us our own choices down here. You know what I'm saying? You have the choice to do right or wrong, bad or good. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta live with them consequences. You know what I mean? So y'all gotta cry to them now while they can hear you. Cry now while they can hear you. You know what I'm saying? Talk to them now while they can hear you clear. Cause on that phone, the signal is bad when they behind the plexiglass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The world gonna keep going with or without you. So y'all gotta talk to these people now. Tell them to, if you have someone who's incarcerated, tell them to change now. Change while you have a chance. Change in prison. Change by yourself. You know what I'm saying? But they gotta want to do it. You can't force nobody to do this. You know what I'm saying? They gotta want it. You got to change by choice and not force. You know what I mean? Sometimes they give you so many numbers, you ain't got no choice but to change it up. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and plus, you know, death gonna shut it all down. but they have to change now. They got to change in prison. They got to change while they have a chance to change. If you're out here doing wrong right now, you still have the chance to change. You still have the chance to shut it down and recreate who you are as a person, a man or woman. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can change. Anybody can, say, you know what, enough is enough. You know what I mean? The American Gangster movie, the best part in there is when old boy said, quitting while you're ahead ain't the same as quitting. Man, I heard it, but I ain't listened to it when I first seen it. But now I understand, you know what I'm saying? So you can quit now. Quit while you're ahead. Quit while you got a chance to do something better. Quit before it get real, because when it get real, it's gonna get real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Y'all gotta let them kids know everybody bouncing around with them hyper because they're intoxicated. They ain't really their friends. They don't really care about them, because guess what? If someone care about you, they gonna tell you about yourself when you do wrong. They gonna tell you about yourself when you messing up. They gonna tell you, and they not gonna judge you. They're not gonna not like you no more. They're gonna tell you because they care. They're gonna tell you because they want to see you doing better. And that's what y'all gotta do to these people. If you see somebody out here and you know somebody out here that you so-called care about or so-called love, you need to tell them about themselves. You know what I mean? You need to tell them that, look, man, you tripping. You gotta change. You gotta shut it down. And you gotta cry to them like you crying to them over their casket. You gotta cry and write them letters now while they out here where they can, pull up on you and talk about that and have a sit down, have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Show them, because all it takes is for somebody to know that somebody genuinely cares and somebody appreciates them. You know what I mean? That's all it takes. So y'all gotta start doing it now for these people, man, because even though everybody has their own choices and decisions to make out here, you just never know what effect you can put on someone if you tell them and show them that you care. You know what I mean? That they doing wrong, and what they doing is gonna mess their life up. What they doing is gonna send them to prison for years and years, or time that you can't never get back. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all gotta talk to them people now, man, and you gotta do it. You gotta do it with a genuine heart. Only thing changed me because I was so hurt and broken. I ain't had the love the kids supposed to have growing up. Mom and daddy, everybody on drugs. You know what I mean? None of that. Had to sell my own mama cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Own daddy cocaine. And God bless them now that both of them clean. And I tell them every time I get a chance that I'm proud of them. You know what I'm saying? I forgave them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I know what the streets like, even though I won't, caught up on smoking cocaine and doing none of that crazy stuff. But I still was caught up in the mindset of being stupid out here with them guns, and just being caught up in the wrong stuff and loyal to the wrong thing. But yeah, but the only thing changed me is my daughter, man. My daughter. You know what I mean? She wrote me a letter and she told me she had the courage enough to tell me that I was the first person that broke her heart, and that just because I was stayed locked up and stayed in prison. So that was it broke me in the most beautiful way in the world. You know what I'm saying? It broke me because it hurt me, because I die for her on sight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, how in the hell can I continue to hurt the same person I'm willing to die for? And as I sat back and thought about that in my cell, I shut it down. I just started reading. I started reading self-help books. Anything about self-improvement, self-help, how to be a good man, a person, everything. I just read for my last 4 years. all I did was read self-help books, self-improvement books, fitness. You know, I'm a personal trainer. That's all I read, man. And I just wanted to recreate who I was as a person. And I wanted to get other things inside of my mindset instead of the same thing I was constantly dwelling on, you know what I mean, sitting in a cell. So that's all I did was read, work out, get my mind right. And, you know, make commitments to myself, nobody else. I ain't want to tell nobody, you know, because nobody believe you, especially when you constantly going in and out, you know what I mean? They done heard that same song over and over and over. So so I just read and recreated who I was as a person, man, as a man. And I made that commitment in prison. You know what I mean? Why I wasn't forced to do it, because I had the choice. I could have easily had get marijuana. Could have easily got heroin, fentanyl, pain pills, whatever was out here is in there. And when you got a name, you know what I'm saying? People will throw you things that, you know, they're gonna charge everybody else for. So the phones and stuff like that, I had to say no to everything, because, you know, I had to learn, if you ain't have strong enough mindset to say no to anything that's gonna get in your way, you doomed. You know what I'm saying? And I had to tell people no when nobody was looking. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had to be proud of myself and show myself that I can do it. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to do, you know, do nonsense. You just got to have a strong mind, and I conquered that, you know, while in prison. But, you know, y'all got to talk to these people and make sure that you tell them about themselves, why they have chance to listen, why they have chance to change. So, you know, don't let your brother go back to prison. You see him out here selling dope. You see him out here toting guns, hanging with the wrong crowd, going to the wrong places. Tell them about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Do your job. If you really love them, like you say, because you got lips, you know, lips can say anything. So if you really care, you know, love shows up in action. So you need to talk to them about themselves, tell them about themselves, and you know, all you can do is all you can do. But we gotta try more. We gotta do more out here trying to help these people that, you know, that's doomed, that's on the direction path of just ready to destroy themselves and get itself to the system, or speed up the death by, you know, doing the wrong thing, being in the wrong places with the wrong people. So y'all just older than these people. Y'all done already seen this. Y'all done witnessed this before. Y'all know what it's like. So, you know, if you don't speak up and step up and speak up, you telling them basically, yeah, go ahead and lose your life. Go ahead and go to prison. You be all right. You do what I'm saying? And then you gonna go to the funeral and cry like you really care. You do what I'm saying? So if y'all love these people and care about these people, and you know they doing something wrong, know they doing something that can mess their life up, you need to tell them about themselves, why they can hear you, why they have a chance to hear you, why they have a chance to change. You know what I'm saying? Cry to them like you standing over top of their casket. You know what I mean? You know, cry, break down. You know what I mean? Show them you really care. So if you really care, you got to, you know, show these people that you care. And sometimes it's all it takes is to know that somebody care. You know what I mean? So talk to them while you got a chance. Cry to them while they got a chance. Talk to them while they can listen. Yeah, bankroll. Y'all got any requests for us, you know, things about life, you know, re-entry, and things you need to do to stay focused and stay out here on the right path, just leave it in the comments, and I'll shoot a video. I'll make a video for it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start doing this to try to change the perspective of people's lives, the perspective of, you know, a lot of things. Anything y'all got, you know, any questions about life, and you know how to change, doing the right thing, you know, growing up, mature, responsibility, being accountable for yourself, not blaming, you know, any of that. If you got any questions, just leave a comment, leave some in the comment, like, share, subscribe, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Bank bro. Yeah.